Wow. Wow is all I can say. What is going on, everybody? It is the Mossy Jake back with another Nintendo video. This is insane. Like, the past 24 hours has just been like, you could not pay me to guess what was about to happen here. Apparently I was wrong. Apparently we are getting a Nintendo Direct this Thursday, and it is basically confirmed by Nate the Hate himself. This is insane information. So if you didn't watch my other video yesterday, make sure to go check that out. I mean, it's just basically me going off on all these Nintendo leakers saying, hey, there is no possible way we are getting a Nintendo Direct 1 week before the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. Like, if Nintendo was going to do that, they would have done it in February when they usually do their Switch 1 Directs, and you know, they would have done that then so that we can they can get us hyped, you know, busy with the Switch 1 before this Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. But no, maybe their stuff wasn't prepared at the time. Maybe they just didn't have much then, but now they do, and now they're just like, all right, whatever, just throw it all out there. I don't know what's happening. Apparently, it's going to be a Switch 1 Direct Thursday, according to Nate the Hate himself. All right, let's go ahead and read this. He says, to stop the constant questions, yes, I've heard there is a Nintendo presentation this week. I believe it is on/around Thursday, and it'll be a Direct. But I'm not 100% certain on the format at present. Okay, all right, Nate has spoken. And when Nate the Hate speaks, you know it's about to happen. If you guys do not already know, Nate the Hate is the one. He's very reliable. Okay, like, I mean, you got all these leakers, you got all these people out there saying, oh, this could happen or this could happen. Oh, I heard this, my grandpa said this, and you never really know who to trust. But Nate the Hate is as reliable as Pyro. If you don't know who that is, it's just these two are the main people we go to for Nintendo Switch leaks. They are always right. I mean, 99% of the time, right? I'm sorry. I guess I owe an apology to all those leakers I called out. I mean, they were right. You know, the whole, like, winky emoji and, like, the whatever the leakers were doing and, like, the shrugging emoji to, like, hint that there was going to be a Nintendo Direct. I just thought it was kind of stupid. I'm sorry. I apologize. And like I said in my last video, if I'm wrong, I'll take the L. So I'm taking the L. Look at me taking the L right now, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, obviously this isn't confirmed by Nintendo, but with Nate the Hate saying it, yeah, that's basically a confirmation for me. That's good enough for me. Why is Nintendo doing this? We don't know. And I guess, you know, he says, Nate the Hate does say they were not certain on the format. So this could just be a mini Direct. It could be a indie showcase Direct type thing. This doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a full-on Direct with Switch 1 games, of Switch 1 first-party games. This is just, it could be a mini. It could be something small. It could be something that no one really cares about. But hey, the leakers seem to be right. I mean, obviously we don't know, but the leakers seem to be right. So what could we see at this upcoming Nintendo Switch 1 Direct before the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct? Like, if it's on Thursday, it's literally 6 days, not even a week. 6 days apart. That is, oh my gosh. That is weird to me. That is terrible marketing. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, why would you do that? Why? Maybe like I said, maybe their games weren't ready. Maybe they just, like, I don't know. Maybe they just, I really don't understand the process. If you know, let me know down below in the comments, because I am just baffled by this. But okay, so what could we see at this Switch 1 Direct? Well, if it's a first party Direct, if it's a main Direct with Switch 1 games, I guess what we could see is Zelda, Twilight Princess, and Wind Waker. I don't know. I'm just so blown away. I mean, you could not pay me to guess this. So, you know, who knows what we'll see? We could see anything, really. Switch 1, the Twilight Princess and Wind Waker. Let's go with that. If it's an indie showcase, I know there have been rumors of Silksong being there. That makes a lot of sense to me. Obviously, that's a big game, and a lot of people look forward to that. That's one of the biggest indie games ever, is Hollow Knight. So a lot of people have been waiting for Silksong, so I guess I could see Nintendo not wanting to show off Silksong at their Switch 2 presentation. Seems a little more first-party, bigger type things, even though Silksong is huge. But, like, you know what I mean. Like, just like first-party Nintendo Switch 2, maybe this will be an indie direct where they can, and like a mini, where they'll show off just everything else that's not as big as the Nintendo Switch 2, you know? And we'll see Silksong here. I can see that. Hey, at this point, show me something for Studio HDMR. Why not? Give me Cuphead too. I'll believe anything at this point. No, that's not gonna happen. But I would love to see something from Studio HDMR. That's a whole rabbit hole I don't really want to go down, but you know, Cuphead took like 10 years to make, if I don't even know how long it was. It was a long time, and it was a small team they had, and then the DLC took like 5 years, and yeah, I know there was like COVID and stuff, and like, so like things like pushed it back. So, and it's been like 3 years since the DLC, so they've had 3 years to continue making this new game, whatever they're working on. It's a whole other topic. I'm not trying to get into this, but I doubt they're ready with anything anytime soon, which is making me sad. But hey, I've heard they've been hiring new people, so maybe they've been able to speed up the process, and maybe it's ready. Maybe we got something ready. I don't know. But whatever. A mini direct. I mean, what could we see at a mini direct? Maybe they have a bunch of farm games, a bunch of silly things that we don't want to see, that they don't want to put in the Switch 2 presentation because they want that to be the big thing, the big thing that everyone looks forward to, and that it's just you know, they don't want to waste your time on the Switch 2 Nintendo Direct because they got all the big stuff there. So maybe this will just be, you know, push all the little stuff, push all the farming games, all the indie games at this direct. Okay, I mean, I know the Croc game comes out April 2nd. Maybe they could show like an extra trailer there, but it's not really Nintendo. I guess it's, you know, third party, whatever. But I'm really just rambling here. I don't know what to say anymore. I'm just shocked. I'm just a shocked man. Like, how did this happen? How did this happen? Like, how? Nintendo, why was it? Where was this Nintendo Switch 1 Direct a month ago? To keep us busy until the Switch 2 Direct, but whatever. Maybe they weren't ready with it. I'm rambling. What do you guys think? Do you think we're going to see Silksong at this upcoming Switch 1 Direct? Maybe you guys don't believe Nate the Hate. Maybe this isn't happening whatsoever. I mean, he can be wrong. I mean, it's happened before. But usually when the man speaks, it's gold. It's gold. And everyone's just like, all right, it's happening. You know, a lot of people doubted him that the Switch 2 trailer was even going to drop, and that he was getting nervous when they weren't like announcing it. But then they like shadow dropped it. So, and no one thought Nintendo would shadow drop a Switch 2 trailer on the same day they released Donkey Kong Country Returns. Like, no one thought that. So what can we expect from Nintendo? The only thing we can expect is you can't expect anything because you have no idea what's going to happen. But let me know down below in the comments what you guys think. I would love to hear your thoughts. And of course, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you all in the next one. We'll see what happens in the next couple days. I'm hyped. Hey guys, if you like that video, please watch another one. Maybe this one on the screen, you know, the one right there, right now. You seen it? You seen it? Okay. Because that's how the algorithm works, and that's how I get discovered and all. But I guess you do you know. That's just how life goes. We all just do what we please. Okay, I'm gonna go now.